For me, start, good reaction is key because I'm a kind of a poor starter.
Set.
What does life look like after breaking world records and earning millions with every step? Let's find out.
In the world of athletics,
Usain Bolt's lifestyle in 2025 is fast, rich, and family-filled, just like you'd expect from the world's fastest man.
He was a 15-year-old, and now we see him at the height of his majestic sprinting. We saw that in Beijing. What is he going to do today?
Usain Bolt doesn't just live, he lives large. His main home in Kingston, Jamaica, is a $2.65 million mansion tucked into 4 acres of tropical paradise. This isn't just any luxury villa. It's a custom-built retreat with 8 bedrooms, each with sweeping views of the Caribbean. But the real kicker? An infinity pool that melts into the horizon, a spa for recovery, and a full-size football field where Bolt and his friends casually kick around. Inside, the place is pure elegance. There's a private gym filled with state-of-the-art equipment, a trophy wall that screams GOAT, and a home theater for those chill nights with the family. Even though it's massive, it still feels like a place to relax, not just show off. Now, when Bolt made his short-lived jump into professional football in Australia, he didn't exactly downgrade. He rented a penthouse that spanned a jaw-dropping 1,700 square meters, 5 bedrooms, massive living spaces, floor-to-ceiling glass windows with harbor views. It went for about $1,900 a week, but for Bolt, that's pocket change. Despite all this, he's never been obsessed with flashy displays. Bolt is more about comfort and privacy than gold-plated faucets. His design style is sleek and minimalistic. Think neutral tones, clean lines, and furniture that sneaks in under the radar rather than banging the gong really loud. Usain believes home is not to show the world something, but rather to have a calm enough environment where he can rest, reset, and just be you be.
Nervous? Is it gonna be a girl or is it gonna be a boy?
Somebody keeps Bolt grounded, and therefore, Cassie Bennett is that somebody for Usain Bolt. They have been in a relationship for over a decade. While the world is racing to have a glimpse into it, they have been able to guard it so well. Cassie is not only the partner of Usain, but she is a force to reckon with. She is CEO of Elevate Jamaica, which is focused on youth and development. Cassie is also an activist. She champions education and women's rights in the Caribbean. But when the cameras are off, she's Cassie, Bolt's biggest supporter and the heart of their family. They rarely post PDA-filled photos or do interviews together, but you'll always spot Cassie in the stands during Bolt's big moments, cheering with pride. What binds them together isn't the fame, it's shared values. Both come from Jamaican roots, grounded in faith, family, and humility. It's a connection that goes far beyond the spotlight. Her influence on Bolt is clear. She's helped him navigate fame with grace, shifted his focus to fatherhood and business, and encouraged his post-retirement projects. Casey's presence may be low-key, but her impact is significant, undeniable.
So these are our kids. Isn't that your kid?
When Usain Bolt traded the track for fatherhood, he didn't slow down. He simply changed lanes. His first daughter, born in 2020, was named Olympia Lightning Bolt. Yes, you heard that right. Olympia, Lightning, Bolt. It's a name that echoes his Olympic legacy and electrifying career. She's got the sass, the energy, and by the looks of it, she might just be the next superstar in the family. Then came the surprise in 2021, twin boys. Their names? Thunder and St. Leo. Thunder lives up to his name, full of energy and endless curiosity. He's the spark in every room. St. Leo, on the other hand, is more reserved and thoughtful, named after Bolt's middle name, a subtle nod to the quieter side of the champion. Despite their epic names, Usain and Kasi have one goal: to keep things normal. No media circus, no red carpet for the kids. They want them to grow up grounded, not entitled. The kids play outside, spend time with extended family, and learn to appreciate the simple joys of life in Jamaica. Bolt's parenting style is surprisingly chill. He wants his kids to be active and confident, but he's not pushing them into sports, yet. If they love it, great. If not, that's cool too, he once said. What matters most to him is that they find their passion, whatever that may be. And just like that, the fastest man in the world has found the one role he's in no rush to finish: being a dad.
I own 2 GTR. It's built well, it corner well, it's fast. It has 20 more horsepower, and they also rearrange the interior, which is more luxurious, which I really like. It's different now.
When you're the fastest man alive, it only makes sense that your garage looks like a racetrack. The unique mix of speed, luxury, and personal style in Bolt's array of cars makes it a dream for any automobile enthusiast. Just the first among his prized jewels is a Nissan GT-R, fully modified and valued at close to $200,000. It's not just fast. It's all about macho with a top speed of just over 200 miles per hour. The car was gifted to Bolt by Nissan Japan after he had been declared their global ambassador, and interestingly enough, it is in Bolt gold color. There's also the Ferrari F430 Spider. With that Italian mechanical roar and a price tag of about $250,000 at one time, this convertible beauty is the car of choice for Bolt when he just wants to feel the wind in his hair and the engine's songs. The real prize, however, is the McLaren 720S, a $300,000 beauty that does a sub-3-second 0 to 60 time. Definitely sleek, aggressive, and just as painfully fast as Bolt was on the track. Now for the luxury side of things. Bolt cruises around in a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, worth about $350,000, a car so smooth it feels like floating on clouds. Add in a classic Range Rover for his off-duty errands, and you've got style, comfort, and power in one driveway. But Bolt doesn't take himself too seriously. His garage also includes a Mini Cooper, because why not? And a Jeep Wrangler decked out in a full Jamaican flag theme, repping his roots wherever he goes. For Bolt, speed isn't just a career, it's a personality trait. His love for cars isn't about impressing anyone. It's about adrenaline, fun, and expressing himself beyond the track. Whether it's roaring engines or island pride, his garage is pure Bolt energy. Now, let's talk money. As of 2025, Usain Bolt's net worth sits comfortably between 90 and 100 million. Not bad for a guy who made sprinting look easy. But here's the twist. Most of that wealth didn't come from running. It came from what he did after. First, endorsements. Bolt has been the face of Puma for years, raking in nearly $9 million annually from the deal alone. Add in past and present collaborations with Gatorade, Hublot, and Visa, and the numbers stack up fast. But Bolt didn't just rely on ads. He tried building something bigger. One of his most ambitious ventures was Bolt Mobility, an electric scooter startup that aimed to revolutionize urban transport. Unfortunately, it shut down in 2022, leaving a few bumps in his business journey. Still, Bolt bounced back fast. One of his rising successes, Bolt Labs, a 3D dental tech company that's gaining traction in the health innovation space. Yep, from sprinting to smart teeth, he's thinking ahead. Then there's his other passion, music. Bolt's been dropping reggae and dancehall tracks under his label, showing the world that he's not just fast with feet, but with beats too. It's more hobby than a hustle, but it keeps his brand alive and creative. What's the lesson here? Even world champions don't hit every business out of the park. Bolt learned the hard way that not every startup takes off, but what matters is the comeback. He's turned losses into lessons, and with the right team and mindset, he's kept that financial sprint going strong. Even lightning must go through storms. For all his grandeur, Bolt has not been immune to setbacks. But as is characteristic, he has faced those setbacks with humility and strength. The first major blow came from an event that was not even his doing. In 2008, Bolt, running faster than anyone else could, had helped Jamaica to gold in the 4x100-meter relay at the Beijing Olympics. But almost a decade later, that medal was taken away. Why? Nesta Carter, the member who tested positive for a banned substance. A medal was taken away from Bolt for something that he didn't do. For the very first time, Bolt found himself crushed under the weight of a very unfair Olympic record. But he accepted the decision with dignity, saying, "It's just one of those things." Then came 2023, a year that tested his trust. Bolt came to learn that $12.8 million of his savings had disappeared from an investment firm in Jamaica. With a massive fraud scandal shaking the land, he became one of its greatest victims. Instead of gnashing his teeth and drawing away, Bolt went about his business like a champion, quiet, focused, and determined to restore his dignity. Throughout the entire narrative, one thing always remained: integrity. Off track or on it, Bolt has been the embodiment of what resilience is. No crying, no dying, just simple resilience. None of those challenges slowed him down. Rather, they gave layers to his story. Legends do not just run down a track and time themselves. They do so when life trips them up. Life, in all its vicissitudes, made Usain Bolt. Bolt's world has always been a perfect example of turning gun speed into a lasting legacy. Winning on the Olympic stage while also winning in the family is the perfect recipe for a champion that exists after the finish line. Want to hear more stories about legends that rise, rebuild, and inspire? Smash that like, share some love, and subscribe to Legends in Motion.